Hey everyone, it's Tiara. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing my March plan with me video for my bullet journal. It's coming in at a very quite late, if I do say so myself, and I mean, I've been procrastinating, not gonna lie, and also February is generally a short month, so a lot of things were happening. And this month I thought I would attempt to do a sakura or cherry blossom theme spread. Number one, I felt that it's kind of trending. Number two, it gave me a sense of nostalgia. Like I was thinking to myself that, hey, in March 4 years ago, my husband Kairon and I were actually in Tokyo for our honeymoon, and we managed to spot some cherry blossoms that bloomed before spring really came in full force. We didn't get to see the cherry blossoms in full bloom, but we did get to spot a few, and it was really nice, and I thought I wanted to encapsulate that as much as I could in the March spread, because it is going into spring soonish, towards the end of March. So yeah, if you are interested to check out my March plan with me, do stay tuned. Before we begin, be sure you're subscribed to my channel if you're not already, and hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified as to when I upload a brand new video. Now that that's out of the way, let's jump right into it. Alright, so this month I decided to challenge myself to create a minimalist spread and to attempt to draw cherry blossoms. I saw a lot of tutorials on YouTube and on Pinterest, but a lot of them, just said, just go with it, squiggle your lines, to make it look organic, and that's what I did. But I don't know, I feel like my cherry blossoms look quite weird, but I guess that's the beauty of bullet journaling, right? You just, doodle or design something that's, based on what you know, or just your feel. So this is what I did and came up with. I like the over coloring over the lines for some of the doodles, and I give it more dimension by adding a darker pink color at the center, and later you'll see that I put a black dot in the center of each flower. So that's my cover page. It's just like a branch of sakuras with the title and the calendar. And then on the left page I did my quote page, and for this one I decided to do like a wreath design where the branches, or half the wreath is like the branches with the flowers. So I used a Tombow marker to create the branches, and I'll put all of the quotes of the markers that I used in the description box below. And then I added some buds, like sakura buds as well. Yeah, I just don't know how I feel about my sakura flowers. I don't know, but I guess since I already drew them, it should be fine. And then I just added my quote, and I also drew some falling petals, because sakura flowers, they drop, or they fall from the tree once they are ready to fall. And I thought that my cover page looked a little bit bare, so I decided to draw a border all around it just for the cover page. And then the next page is my monthly spread. So another thing that I wanted to try for the month of March is to have a more open concept for my spread. So that's why I kind of didn't box up a lot of things except for the cover page. I just drew the lines, and then I added the dates, and then for the design I started to draw the branches with the sakura, but you realize that I started drawing it in a different format. I started differently, so I first started drawing the branches and then the flowers, and then later I started with flowers first, then the branches. and that's because I realized that it was hard for me to sketch it out before I drew the branches, so that's why I started with the branches. I started with flowers first and then I added the branches later. So as you can see, my Sakura style is like the squiggly line one or the pointy petals one. So I kind of switch between the both depending on like how I feel. But yeah, I don't know how to feel about the Sakuras, if I'm being honest, but I guess this is just, it's my bullet journal, so I guess, you know, everyone's interpretation is different. And then I wanted to highlight the days of the week, and I realized that it looked really weird this way, so I boxed up the whole first row and then I colored it in with the marker, as you can see here. And then this looked weird, so I took my Micron pen and I just boxed it up. And then after this, like after I was done filming, I actually added a drop shadow. Yeah. Now moving on to the next page, which is the gratitude log. So this time I wanted to do a different, you know, gratitude log. All this while I've been splitting it into like 2 rows, but this time I wanted it to be one long row, and I wanted to do this like alternate highlight. And then for instead of doodling the sakuras, I used this washi tape from Japan that I bought from our honeymoon actually, and I just used it to decorate. And similarly, these stickers are also from when Karen and I went for our honeymoon 4 years ago. And then on the next page, I decided to bring back the like self-care / like reminders for you today, because I really found that very nice to have in my journal. So this month I just put like reminders for me or you today, and I picked 4 things, which is to stay hydrated, so that I'll drink more water, be kind to yourself, you are doing great, and you know, to do my supplications. Yeah, because I think that we all need some boost of motivation for ourselves from time to time, like self-affirmations. So I think this is very helpful for anyone or everyone, even for myself. And then I just used my Tombow markers with my Crayola super tips, and I just colored the doodles in whatever color I wanted. I didn't really care what color I used. I just wanted to, you know, make it fun and casual. And below, I have my content ideas section as well, and I just, you know, drew a light bulb and colored it in because I like this amount of space for my content ideas section. And then I just boxed it up, and then we'll move on to the next part of my spread, which is my habit tracker. I'm also changing up my habit tracker this time, instead of, because I've been using that same you know, format for the last couple of months, and I thought I wanted to try something different. So as you can see, I'm actually doing it horizontally, and I will just color in the boxes when I do that particular activity or habit. And I added one more habit here. And yeah, I just use my ruler and my fine liner to draw the lines or the grids. As for the Sakura drawings, as you can see, I switched up the drawing again. This is like the 5 pointy petal kind of Sakura look, and I just colored that in. For my weekly spread, again, I wanted to bring in the open concept, because the last couple of months, all of my weekly spread boxes are like closed boxes. So this time I wanted to make it like open, or just like one line in the center as a divider. I first started with putting the calendar at the top right hand corner, and then I doodled more Sakura branches, and yeah, I just colored it in with my Tombow fine liner, and I kind of added a little bit more depth with darker colors. And I just like this like sketchy rough colored look. And after that, I think I added a little bit of like falling petals, and I moved on to do the first weekly spread. So this dot sticker thing, my sister-in-law got for me for my birthday. She got me like a bunch of bullet journaling stuff, which I'm so appreciative for. So thank you, Icha and Hira, for giving that light pink markers and the rest of the other pastel markers that I own now. And yeah, so I use the dots to basically house the numbers of the day of the month. So in this case, I put 1 and 2 for the 1st and 2nd of March, and I just drew in or wrote the day, and then I boxed it up. Because again, I wanted to highlight it, and I was like, you know what, this looks weird, so I decided to color it, and I boxed it up, and I added a drop shadow, and I really like how that turned out. And then after that, that's the end of my spread. I don't know, after I was done with this spread, I was a little bit disappointed with myself, if I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, this is how the spread looks like. I don't know whether I achieved the minimalist look, but I think it's more simple than the previous spreads that I've done. It looks very clean, and yeah, the only thing is that I wasn't really sure about my doodles for the Sakura, but yeah, this is my spread. Alright guys, so that's the end of my March plan with me video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. Let me know in the comment section down below what themes you'd like me to attempt to do, or even you can share with me your theme for the month of March. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos from me, and yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, and I hope to see you guys soon in my next video. Bye!